Hey guys, my name is Andrew Stein. I am the DM of the Kneecappers. Thank you so much for coming back and joining with us. We're going to jump right into it with Giraffe and then get into the episode. Thank you again for joining.
Well, I guess I showed up at the nick of time. Oh, thank God, because I'm pretty sure these guys are going to die if I don't take care of everything. But thankfully, I'm a big man. Well, welcome to episode 5, guys, of the Kneecappers, a Basement Dork Productions. And, if you got any berries, let's get into this, because I want to listen.
And just by the time you hear
Good thing I'm a big man, isn't it?
and you look up as Giraffe is now bounding off of the top of the hill, 2 daggers in his hand. He swings down and he is going. I dropped my dice. He's going to drop the blades in. He manages to land just on the other side of the Dragonborn and digs his first blade into the shoulder of the Dragonborn and does 6 damage.
Since I didn't use my bonus action, can I use cast Bless as a bonus action from my previous round, or not mid-combat like that?
I don't think that works mid-combat like that.
Okay. I'm not used to spellcasters.
Bonus actions have to be on your turn. Reactions can be on somebody else's.
Okay, but it is back to your turn.
There's 3 of them.
Yes, there is 3 of them.
I'm going to cast Bane. Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever the target fails that saving throw, an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, target must roll a d4 and subtract that roll from the attack or save. Here,
All right.
I have that here for you if you need that.
Oh, thank you. Nope, that's not what I was looking for, though.
Oh,
I
you're looking
appreciate
for the
it.
creatures?
Yeah, I need to know what their charisma is. I'll just base them for this one. Okay, so all 3 of them need to roll. That was easy enough for math. Okay, one of them does succeed.
Okay. DC 12.
Yeah, the other 2 rolled too low, but one of them does succeed. Okay, so the other 2 will have that against them, and that would bring us to Guul. You are now within range.
Well, Bane would have been my action.
Oh, okay.
I'll use my push against the kobold. My shield push.
Okay, as
I rolled a 4, plus my strength, though, so 7.
7 would not hit.
Okay. Okay, now I'm done.
All right, that takes us to Guul. And this is when we will enter actual initiative order. So actual initiative order is Guul, then Giraffe, then the 3 bad guys, then it's going to be Dain, and then Morg.
So what am I seeing as I run into this?
What you see is Dain is being attacked by a kobold pretty aggressively. There is a dragonborn currently turning and going after Giraffe, and then there is an elf that is actively trying to get a hold of Dain.
Take a d4 off your save. Does that help me at all for the strength that I rolled?
Oh, for the kobold?
Yeah, because I cast Bane, which works on saves.
Yeah, actually it would. So yeah, that would allow that to work.
See if it works.
That's a 1, but...
So no, that doesn't work, I bet.
No.
I rolled a
wouldn't.
7.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been enough.
You might want that.
I'll keep that. I've got extra ones of those. Okay, anyways, so, cool.
Goes gonna cast Entangle. Try to slow everyone down, try getting it right past Dain so that...
They're in enough of a group that you wouldn't be able to tag it with or cast Entangle without getting everyone in it. Now, that just means everybody has to roll a saving throw to try not to get caught up in it. The 3 creatures that are actively trying to kill those guys don't have high dexterity. Strength. They don't have high strength either. So there's a good probability that would fail. So you're more than welcome to do it.
Sounds like an idea.
Okay. I will roll for Giraffe. He passes without an issue. Because it's 13 is the saving throw, correct?
14.
14. Oh. Giraffe fails, but that's okay.
But he's big.
And strong and boisterous.
He had a lot of berries.
He went to pull and just said, oh no. Oops.
Okay, that one failed. All but weirdly enough, the kobold. The kobold.
Roll the d4.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. The kobold fails too. All those guys fail. I like my kobold. He rolls well. Everybody else sucks.
And just
So they
it
have
to
Bane
catch
and they're
up
entangled.
Yep.
Oh, do I roll for that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to roll too.
Yeah, I'm entangled. I rolled a 2.
So everyone is now like just the vines have wrapped around them. They're completely stuck. And they're like, you can see, Giraffe's like, hey,
Oops. Worked too good.
I'm strong. I'll get out of this. And you see him just kind of like start pulling on. Just, not quite able to do it, but he's given it a good solid, You can see as the tanglement wraps up and through, and they're fighting hard enough against it. You can watch as the elf shifts and moves, and his arm starts to slip, and you hear a pop as it's pushing against it. The dragonborn gnawing at anything it can get his teeth and his hands onto. The kobold just barely able. It looks like it's gonna slip, and then it's tangled and now currently just completely enclosed in vines.
What does the kobold look like?
It's just little red kobold.
A little
Not my tribe.
Not your
little
turn.
red bramble.
Kill the non-believer.
John's a non-believer. All right, so that's those guys are entangled, so they're just kind of stuck for now. That'll take us to, well, I guess they can try and break loose.
They do get a strength save on their turn.
Kobold breaks loose.
Does he?
Yep.
D2 or D4?
Even with that, he would still break loose.
Okay.
Dragonborn does not. The elf does. So the elf is now loose, and the kobold is loose. So they break loose. Again, the elf is close enough to you. It stumbles forward and just... And once again, lets out this vile, visceral liquid. Let's see if he can hit you or the other one, because it's a spray. And he actually hits you. You feel it impact against you. Roll a Constitution save for me.
Is this poison?
Yes.
I'm rolling with advantage.
Yep.
A 10 and a 17.
17 will pass.
21 with, yeah.
Okay, so 17 will pass without an issue. You are going to take, this is going to get 1d4 damage. Well, it's 3d4 halved, but so that's 4, 5, 6, 7 halved. So that's
4?
3.
You round up, don't you?
Normally, but I like to round down so I don't kill
Okay.
you guys.
Kill me.
Round up.
Okay, fine, 4. You get 4 damage.
I'm not too worried about it.
4 damage, but you're not infected. So that will take us to Morg.
Me?
No, you. Yes, Dain. Dain goes. Giraffe already went. He's still tangled and dumb.
Entanglement? 17.
17 will
Yep.
we'll break
20,
it.
20 with my...
Yeah. So you're broken loose. That's not an issue.
Cool.
I say you have to travel at half speed, but you're within combat anyway. So
I will attack the kobold again.
okay,
15?
15 will hit.
7.
7. All right.
No, sorry. 4.
4.
Plus 6 to hit. So, yeah.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Just punch him in the face with my stabby stub.
Okay. You swing down with your bladed stub, and you feel it slip and insert. And as you continue through, you almost like cut it open like a can opener. You feel as its skull separates from its body, its bones break and slip past, and you just shunk. But as you plunge your fist in, you feel as this black ooze begins to start creeping up your arm with full contact.
8 and a 1, so 12.
12? You just barely fail, and it slips in past a little bit of the armor from where the teeth had chipped in earlier on the wrong elbow. It slips in past a little bit, and you can feel the warmth on your skin as it starts moving up in towards your arm. And you start to hear the sound similar to what you had heard before, whispering and speaking.
Mm-hmm.
A tongue you cannot translate and something you do not recognize.
Okay. Do I take any damage?
No.
Okay.
Morg.
Okay, I'm coming in. So one's down. Who's still entangled here?
Jeffrey's still entangled, the Dragonborn's still entangled, and the Elf is still entangled.
Okay.
The Kobold's down, and Dain is untangled, but currently dealing with his own problems. There's forces in his head.
So the condition of the elf and the kobold, sorry, elf and the dragonborn,
Yeah.
are they looking similar to what we saw before at the camp?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, so as I move in, I'm going to move in, get myself within 60 feet of them, and I'm going to mix up another vial of acid splash, get the little that's in a container, shake it up, and shoot out a spray of acid at them. They need to make a dexterity save, DC 15, and because they
gonna be
are
disadvantage
restrained,
'cause
they
they're
do it with
restrained.
disadvantage. Yep.
Well, that's a nat 20, and then it's 6, so that fails.
Woohoo! To the Dragonborn.
That dice sucks.
And that would be 6 damage.
Alrighty. Dun, 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 dun. 6.
And then moving on through.
Yeah.
Now is Dain looking hurt, or is he? No.
Looking at Dain, he is not hurt, but he's stopped moving. Where before you could tell he was actively fighting as you were running closer, he's now almost frozen.
Could I do I guess a medicine or an arcane? You tell me which would apply more here to see if
Do an arcane check.
Okay. What I'm looking for is to see if I think this is something that I would be able to take care of.
Roll for me.
How do you want to take care of me?
You don't look right.
Well, is it because of my stub?
13. No.
More graces.
We're not ableist here. Except for Giraffe. He is very tall. Freakishly tall.
You don't know enough about this to know if there's anything you can do to stop it.
Okay.
You just know what has actively been working towards or working against.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to attempt to duck into the foliage and go stealth. And that is a 10, so probably not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Definitely not stealthy.
All right, that's Morg's turn.
Guul, you are top of the initiative order. Your friends are dying. You think. Maybe. You're not sure. It seems weird, but that's a kobold, and he just decapitated it. That would be your friend.
No.
Not okay.
Red, black.
Okay, cool.
Sounded really racist.
This is the narrator in your voice, inside of your head, speaking to you. You should
I
probably
have
save
voices
people.
in my head. They counsel me.
For the first time, Ghoul's wings are going to pop out from underneath his cloak. He's going to take up and he's going to fly towards the Dragonborn and take a swing with his shillelagh.
All right. Swing it.
19
19 will hit.
and 10 damage.
All right. Ooh, ouch. All right. So we are going to move into Giraffe's turn. Giraffe is his actual name, but you know.
Don't
He's
you
a
give
big
me-
man.
Don't you threaten me with a nickname.
What does he need to do to break loose? 14. Okay, so he does break loose. He breaks loose and instantly he's got his daggers at a ready. And he moves towards the Dragonborn again, takes a swing on. Ooh, nice. He sinks the knife into the side of the Dragonborn neck and he rips back. And you watch as it just cleanly cuts the flesh and rips through. And you see as the bone and visceral snap and the head rolls onto the ground. The body pushing against the vines, breaking its arm, its leg, and the body slumps forward. And you watch more of this black ooze out towards Giraffe. Ooh. And he steps aside as it starts going through the bramble that is, cast to try and entangle, and moves towards the other bit of black mass and ooze that had started forming. And you watch as the pile grows and extends and starts to engulf around the elven form, completely engulfing the body. You now see before you this huge writhing black mass moving. And now you've become this creature instead. And it is...
Still entangled.
It ignores entanglement. So it is going to now try and move and incorporate Dain into itself. All right, that is its number. I need you to roll with disadvantage.
Would this have been
take 4 off of
distracting
that.
enough?
Huh?
Take 4 off of that.
Now what's going on? With disadvantage,
Kobold, wasn't it? Who was decapitated.
They were all.
they all,
Oh, they
they
were all
all.
hit. Okay.
This is a new creature, and I need you to roll a D with disadvantage and tell me what it is. Add your Constitution to it.
14.
14. The voices get louder, and you feel yourself compelled to step towards this creature. It looks warm and inviting.
Okay.
Take 1d4 of damage as well.
What kind of damage?
Psychic.
So not from the thing wrapping around him. I got it.
No, what he's dealing with is something else.
Okay.
All right. So that takes us to, it is your turn now.
Or if I'm compelled to step forward towards it, I take a step, but I would be entangled because I try to move.
Okay. So you're,
So I'm re-entangled.
yep, you're,
And, I suppose I would roll to see if I get out of it.
yeah, roll to see if you get out of it.
8.
8.
It was
Uh,
a strength, right? So that'd
Yep.
be 11.
all right, so you are unable to break this. You are compelled to move forward, but unable to break this. So that is going to take us to Guul. We skipped Morg. Morg, I'm sorry.
He comes after me.
Yep.
So we're good.
All right. So now we have this big old black writhing mass
Yes.
of blood and goop. All right, and it doesn't seem to be restrained. I believe Morg is gonna make his way forward and going to let loose with. I'm going to let loose blast Tasha's caustic brew. Once again, mix several very acidic things together. Dexterity save 15.
All right. It does fail.
You hate to see it. 2 1s. That would be 2 damage, but then it is now covered in acid, and it takes 2d4 acid on each of its turns unless it uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off of itself.
Okay.
Mix it in with the sludge there.
Yep, I gotta say, you see as the acid hits this, and it almost seems like water droplets pooling on the skin or on the visceral liquid, and it moves and sloshes and starts to run off of it naturally. But you can also see where it has caused a line, though faint, of damage running off of its form. So that takes us back to
Dain, get out of there!
Guul.
Ghoul's gonna see Dain staring at this mask, trying to get towards it or anything, and he's gonna fly over and put his left hand on Dain's shoulder and cast Protection from Evil and Good.
All right. Perfect. There's a save that comes with that. What is it? Read the spell to me real quick.
Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. Target also can't be charmed, frightened, possessed by them. If target is already charmed, frightened by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effect.
Okay, I'll have him re-roll for a save with advantage then, because I knew there was something that went with it because he's already under the
But
effect.
it drops the entanglement too, by the way.
Yep. Okay, so he's no longer entangled, so that'll be good or bad for him. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? That's a movement. I believe that can be cast. Is that a one action or one bonus action?
It's action.
Okay, so you still have a bonus action if you'd like to.
I guess trying to pull him back a little bit.
Yeah, not a problem. I'll allow you to do that. You can grab a hold of him and kind of pull resistance against him and cast that while you're at it. Jeffrey, Giraffe, Jeremy, is loose. Ha! So he moves and he breaks it. I told you I was a strong. Oh, he was already loose. He killed the dragonborn. Anyways, he very, very quickly got himself tangled again. Killed the dragonborn, took a step forward, kind of stumbled, and got himself retangled. And he's rebroken loose, and he starts moving towards Dain, and he looks at this riling mass, and he's like, see, I told you guys, jerky's bad.
It is not.
Yes.
And
I want to see berries in that bush. That railing mass.
oh, he's got spells. What do you have for spells? He is going to cast. No, he's not. That's not going to work the way I wanted to. He is going to cast Hail of Thorns. So you see as he reaches over and he grabs a hold of his crossbow. He's like, well, we're stuck in a prickly situation. Maybe that'll help. And he fires off his crossbow and he casts Hail of Thorns. Let's see. Dexterity save. The entire barrage slams into this ooze and starts ripping through it. You watch as every one of the arrows just hits it, and you see as sections pull apart from it. And where once there was the existence of the elf in there, there is now only bones that slip out, and you watch as a skull rolls and meets Dane's feet. That is going to be 10. All right, so that goes. Jeffrey went. Now this creature is going to go and...
Takes 5 damage from the acid on it.
Huh?
Takes 5 damage from the acid on it at the start of its turn.
Okay. No, okay. So that starts its turn, And it is going to try and attack you, Dain.
Of course. Can't blame it. Kind of had tunnel vision on me.
Has disadvantage.
And it is going to try and breathe slime. So it is going to eject the black ooze towards you. Let's see. It's going to be a disadvantage, but it's a dexterity save for you, so you're actually going to roll with advantage on the dexterity save.
Oh, that's a great nat 1 I just rolled.
Oh,
With
really?
advantage, though?
With advantage?
So it's the higher
It
of
was-
the two.
Oh, with
It was
advantage?
2 nat ones?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. 18 minus 1, 17.
So perfect. That
Oh.
that saves. And you dodge out of the way as you feel this splash on you, and you still take. I really don't want to roll that.
That's fine.
Okay.
Bring it.
You take 12 damage.
Okay.
As you feel this wave over top of you, and you hear the voices and the sounds react overly aggressive in your ears as you feel that warmth come farther up your arm, still creeping ever slowly. That will take us to your turn. So you're going to roll another save. It's going to be another Constitution save for me.
By Moradin, get the fuck out of my head. 17 and a 6.
17 will pass.
Okay.
So you feel the wave and the voices, and then you recognize again the warmth on your arm, and you grab. No, you feel as it writhes on your skin, and you almost seem to reject it as you feel it start to proceed down, and you can feel it dripping off your fingers. Now lost its control that it had, and it starts dripping past, and you watch as a black ooze slips past your fingers on your shield and drips to the ground.
Wrong hand. Wrong arm.
And
I watch as it drips off the end of my blade.
yep, nobody can see what I'm talking about. But you watch as it drips off the end of your blade. It starts to proceed down your stump onto your blade and drips onto the ground. You're now blade covered in this black visceral liquid. What do you do?
I'm gonna shield bash the creature.
Okay.
I'm not trying to knock it prone. I'm just gonna use my shield as a weapon.
It can't
Because-
be knocked prone.
Whatever this is on my sword arm, in my mind, would be probably bad to give it back to the creature. So I'm gonna attack with my shield.
Okay, sounds good.
What do I add to? Did we decide that was an unarmed strike?
Yes, that would be an
Okay.
unarmed strike.
So 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
What time of the day did we decide it was?
It was during the daytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Fire blazing behind us about a half mile back.
I'm gonna try to back away from it.
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna get re-entangled, but
Yeah, if you want to start trying to back away, I think you have to make another save for
Entangle's
moving. Is Entangle gone?
Has concentration on the protection from
And you
damage.
change. Yep, so Entangle is no longer. So backing away is not an issue.
okay, I'll back 30 feet away.
Okay. Yep, he did Rain of Thorns. That did that. So now we are back to Morg.
All right. Well, we are going, or Morg is going to load up his little potato gun again and get moving a little bit closer to Dain. Use and shoot a chunk of debris from the road using catapult, building up pressure in there and launching at it. Needs to make a saving throw, Dex DC 15.
Okay. It fails.
All right, and that is 10 damage on there.
Alrighty.
And then
And that's acid again?
that is for catapult. That is just regular bludgeoning.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
And then I'm going to use my reaction to cast Healing Word on Dain. Sorry, use my bonus action.
Okay.
Cast Healing Word on Dain. That puts me just out of spell slots right now.
Alrighty. And that gives
And
us...
Dain, you get 6 HP back.
Okay.
Okay, and that takes us to
Could
Morg.
have been jab you in the arm with
Not
some
Morg.
strange
Morg is
needle.
done. We're now at Guul.
The word is injection. It's my healing word.
That's a...
Ghoul's gonna start the rattling mass and gotta reach into his pocket and pull out a berry and chew it up, and he's gonna do poison spray. It's one of the berries from before.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I told you it was the damn berries, Giraffe.
I'm pretty sure it was the jerky,
He
guys.
just spit it out all
Hey.
over him.
He's got residue from the jerky left in there. It was not good.
So it's gonna make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Failed horribly.
So that's 2d12.
All right. And this is poison?
Yep.
Okay.
And that is 21 damage.
Okay. Nice. This creature, you can see as the impacts are hitting it, and its body will almost separate for a second, and you'll see little bits and pieces of bone and other, pieces of the vines that have been wrapped up in there, and then it folds back into itself, moving as the mass tries to keep going forward. Jeffrey, you know what, guys? Maybe, okay, maybe it was the berries, but this seems to be working. And he launches off another bunch of thorns out of his crossbow. And all right, that puts us. And you see as they rain down on top of it and smash in, and you watch as chunks start to break off and hit the ground, and they start absorbing into the ground. And we move on to its turn.
It still has not scraped the acid off and takes 5 damage.
All right.
Does it take any damage from yours?
So again, it is going to lurch forward. Where are you in position to Dain? Because you did have your hand on his back. He dodged out of the way to avoid getting hit, and I assumed you went up. I probably should have had you roll for that the last time.
I was just kind of hovering and had my hand on
When he
him.
rolled, we're going to assume that he drug you with him. So you guys are still in the same area again. I'm going to have both of you roll for dexterity.
Uh-oh. 4.
Really?
Another nat 1 on my
Oh, that's not good.
without advantage.
So you 8? Oh, nice. Okay. So that is...
Disadvantage against you.
So you are both completely engulfed with this black sludge, and it slams over top of you. And you feel as it starts pounding against your skin. You are going to take 27 damage as you can feel it biting and burning against your skin. And you're also going to roll Constitution saves. Actually, Giraffe has to. He's in that same area. Oh, ow. Sucks for him.
15.
15 saves.
What was it?
It's a Constitution save.
5?
Oh boy.
You instantly hear as... What languages do you speak?
You speak Draconic, right?
Celestial,
getting at.
Common, Draconic, Druidic, and Infernal.
You hear instantly, brother, join us. We are one, we are strong. We are one, we are strong.
Who are you?
I am all. We are one, we are strong. And it's
pitch.
you find yourself driven forward with the idea of maybe that's not so bad. Maybe
Is the voice familiar?
no.
Okay.
Maybe I am stronger if I give in. If I allow this to happen. Yep. So that takes us back to Dain. who saved. So, is anyone throwing death saves yet?
Close.
No.
Okay.
Nah.
No? All right.
Nah, I got. I'm still double digits of health.
You're welcome. Should have saved it.
I don't know. So I'm entrapped in this ooze stuff.
You are entrapped in this ooze, but you saved your constitution, so you can feel it biting into your skin as it tries to attack you, but it is unable to infect you.
Can I attempt to get out of the stuff?
100%.
What do you need me to roll?
Strength save.
Okay. Advantage or just straight up?
Straight up, and this isn't a hard one to get past.
Okay, well, I rolled 2 dice, so I'll re-roll, so I'm not skewed. 4 and 7.
7 would not break you loose. So you can feel as this warmth is trying to hit you and push against you, and you start struggling to try and get out, but you are still currently grappled in this ooze. Oh, no, actually, it would be with advantage because you have the protection on you.
Concentration, though. You took damage?
Oh, yeah, he did. So you can roll concentration. No,
How
you would
much
have
damage
lost.
did it? How much damage did
A lot.
you take?
It was 27 damage.
27 damage. It's half is the DC, so it would be 13.
Okay.
It'd be a DC 13 concentration or constitution.
Yep, nope. That's
So,
a
yeah,
one.
you lost that.
That's a natural one.
So never mind, you don't get that advantage. You screwed.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to try and do?
I'm just gonna pray out to Moradin. Please, Moradin, please give me the strength to get out of this. Save us. Give me the strength to save us.
All right, and Morg.
All right then. Well, they are in there. How's this thing looking? Now it just crashed over.
It's you can see physically as sections of it have slopped off and smashed into the ground. Its movement is not as quick as it once was. It's starting to slip and starting to lose its grasp on the skeleton that it had wrapped itself around. The skulls that already slipped out, you can see as rib bones are sticking out of the side of it.
All right. I am going to take a page off of old Guul and take some of those berries, pop them into a little mixture there, crush them up real quick, and chuck down one of my vials right at the feet of this thing.
Okay.
That's Constitution save 15. For it for poison spray.
Let's see, Constitution. Ooh, that passes.
All right, so nothing. And then bonus action, I am going to attempt to get out of sight of this thing because I have used everything else.
Okay. So that takes us to Giraffe.
Huh?
Guul. It takes us to Guul.
Wow.
We're skipping you today. But anyways, so you are one with us. One, we are strong. Or is you...
No. Family. Need to get back to Lexi, kids.
So as you see visions of Lexi, the warmth of her fur on your scales, the laughter of the children bouncing around, your son picking you up and putting you on his shoulders and carrying you around and telling you the stories about the adventures he's went on with mom and the places that they've went to see the last time you were home and the excitement. Roll another constitution check with advantage.
17.
17, you feel as the black ooze starts to recede and it starts to lose its grasp on you and starts slipping down. And your eyes open, and before you see one of your friends is completely covered. You see the new tall idiot is writhing on the ground, buried under a pile of this. You watch as Morg is diving out of the way, trying to figure out his next move. And you see as this creature is slowly encroaching on Dain over top of his body, moving slow but steadily towards him. What do?
So Dane's right next to me, right?
Dain is right below you. So yeah, right next to you, but you were still in the air.
I mean, distance, like, right next to you.
Yeah, right next to you. Yeah.
And it's the same black mass on both of us.
Same black mass on both of you.
Is it-
They are not connected. You are covered in this black vial. Giraffe is covered in this black vial. He's covered in this black vial. And this black mass is moving towards Dain. You can tell it's starting to try and incorporate itself around him, bringing the rest of what it had just spewed onto him back into itself.
Can I break free from my mass?
You have broken free from your mass. It is starting to slip from you.
So I would be able to move.
Yes.
I guess going to cast Green Flame Blade and try to slice at the mass that's surrounding Dain.
Okay. Yeah. Without an issue. It's a green flame blade. What's the rules on that one?
You brandish a weapon that is used in spellcasting. You make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. And hit target suffers a weapon's attack normal effect and cause green flame to leap from the target to a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. Second
Sounds-
creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier.
Perfect. So wing it.
8.
8 will not hit. You swing with all of your power. You put everything you have behind you as you stumble out of this vision. And you feel yourself come back knowing that you need to do this. And as you swing down trying to catch into this mass, your blade slips and you stumble and you fall to the ground, losing your flight. Too much weight on you. And you find yourself prone. Visions of Lexi dancing in your head. The sound of the children laughing as the voice that oh so prevalently called to you before fades away. And you feel as a mass above you swings down and hits you with a dagger. And you see as Droff bears over top of you, buries a dagger into your shoulder. As you hear the draconic leave his mouth, we are one. And you take 2 damage.
Extraordinarily dramatic.
Dain.
Didn't the thing go?
Huh?
Doesn't the thing go?
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Okay.
It takes 7 damage.
All right.
It has had every opportunity in the world to scrape this off.
You do notice it is not making effort to remove the acid.
All right. As in, does it look like it's not doing anything to it?
As in, it looks like it's not doing anything to it. You can see little spots where it kind of, you watch as it drips and you can see pathways, but it's not enough that it's trying to remove it. Okay, so it is going to release 2 sections of itself. You watch as it turns towards you and fires off this black ball of goo. And it launches towards you and lands about 10 feet from you, riling into the ground, and it starts moving towards you. And it's going to launch a second one towards Guul. And you feel as it slams into the side of you and the acid starts to rip into your skin. And you take 8 more damage. Dain.
Hi. Try to break free. 15 and 15.
That will just barely succeed. But for you, it's not memories of family, but it's memories of mistakes. There are things you need to fix. There are things you left wrong. No matter the difference, this isn't where you go down. And you feel as it slips once again, and the growling and gnarling that is in your mind slips away. And you see as a creature above you is almost ready to engulf your body.
Okay. I want to move so whatever the thing is above me doesn't get me.
Okay, without a problem, you can retreat. So you disengage and...
I want to move towards the thing, though. The thing attacking me.
Okay.
Okay, so that whatever's
It's
above
literally within grapple distance,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's...
Well, I just want to get out of the range of... So it doesn't cover me again. So if I just move 5 feet...
Feet one way direction or another, yeah.
whatever. Is Bless a bonus action? Or an action?
No,
No, it's one
it's
action.
No, it's action. It's one action.
Okay. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the thing, which I should have done a while ago.
Yep.
Yep. But that's my last spell slot of the day. I got nothing left, and I'm going to attack.
All right. Swing.
Fucking A. That one.
You go to swing forward with your blade as hard and as fast as you can, and as you stumble into this thing and you swing, you feel as your arm is engulfed into it. And you feel once again as it starts to climb up your arm. And you feel the burn on your skin that you have felt before. And you take 7 damage. All right, Morg, your fins are battled and bruised, broken.
Looking real bad here, guys.
Uh-huh.
Right. So I'm going to. So now I have this other critter coming at me,
Yes.
and there's still the main mass.
Yes.
Does the other critter look like it's fresh, or does it look like it's hurting like the main mass is?
The more it moves across the ground, the smaller it gets. And it is 10 feet away from you.
Well, all right, then. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to... Main mass, how big is it?
It's roughly about the size of what the elf would have been to begin with.
What the elf would have been? So larger than myself.
Larger than yourself,
Okay.
exponentially smaller than it was initially.
Right. I'm going to whip my dagger that I had infused, just my scalpel, just up in the hand, and toss it at the thing.
Okay.
Gotta be kidding me.
You're not one.
Yep. It flies right past into the woods and just reappears in my hand because it's a returning dagger.
Just as long as it didn't go.
Do over, and then I am going to use my I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage from this littler thing coming after me, and I am going to run into the woods
Okay.
so that I'm further away. Hopefully, it'll not just into the tree line, not like deep into the woods.
Okay.
But for all intents purposes, for our friend over there, looks like I've run the hell away.
Okay. That's the end of your turn.
Fucking,
Guul.
Them fucking porpoises, I tell you. Are we fighting a porpoise?
Porpoises have something to do. I have
I-
not been touched.
I don't think this is the porpoise, but I also think that the jerky's bad.
All I
so-
know is it's pretty fucking intense right now.
So Geoff in between me and the mass now.
Huh?
Is Geoff
Yes, he is between you and the mass. He is directly on top of you. You are prone, and he just sunk his dagger into your shoulder, and he just constantly keeps repeating, in Draconic, we are one. Join the one. We are better than the many. We are one.
I'm gonna have. Well, I guess I'm gonna be Stan because he has his dagger on my shoulder. I'm gonna cast produce flame and burn the ooze on him.
All right. So you cast that. He is going to. You light your hand up and you wrap it around his hand, buried into your shoulder, and you watch as the flames lick and ignite the ooze and starts burning up his arm and into. And you see as his eyes, at one point completely coated in black, start to come back and are terrified in fear. And he looks down at you and he's gasped. Just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he pushes off your body and shoves the dagger against you and steps back. So you feel it dig into your shoulder and rip just a little bit more. But as you feel the dagger rip and you find yourself, still laying prone and on the ground, flat, Droff stands up. And I don't know what happened. Had to been that jerky. And he spins around.
From the tree lines. It wasn't the damn jerky!
He spins around, grabs out another one of his daggers, and chucks it at the ooze. Just with every force he has, he throws it. Only nat 20 I've rolled all game.
How's that feel? Because I keep getting ones.
Right? Stole my move. Guys, he stole my move.
And you watch as the blade flips forward, smashes into the side of this, and all of a sudden, a small implosion goes off. And you see as it ripples inwards, and you can see as the ooze sucks in and starts pulling in, and then just boosh, and it's completely scattered. And you see as it slashes across the ground, it smashes across you guys. You all take, well, Dain, Giraffe, and Guul take 8 acid damage as this creature completely implodes and smashes into you.
Death saves.
Dain is down.
So before you, Morg, you watch
Whoa, boy.
as 2 of your friends that you have traveled with for weeks now are engulfed in acid as parts of their skin start to bubble and boil. And you watch as Giraffe is smashed into and stumble back. And he is taken down to one knee. And you see as the stone that is before the door slowly starts to roll to the side, and a figure slumps forward from the dark. And that is where we're going to end our session.
Oh, boy. Don't worry, I got something for the acid. This jar can produce mayonnaise. And I'm fairly positive that's a base.
Who's gonna come to you? You're slathering me. Are you making me a sandwich?
I'm making you a sandwich.
All right, guys. So make sure to come back and join us in 2 weeks so we can find out whether or not our party survives as they sit here covered in scars and boils. And as the acid slowly starts to eat through their skin.
You know, this is why proper PPE is so incredibly important.
Hey,
Untouched.
spoken like a real scientist.
You took no damage.
I
Did
took
you?
nothing even swung at me.
Thank you all once again for joining us for episode 5 of the Kneecappers. You know, if you guys are enjoying this, please take the time, like, comment. You know, if you're listening to this on Spotify, please rate us, or iTunes Music. You know, little things like that make a huge difference for the show. But then on top of that, join us on our Patreon, join us on our YouTube, join us on our TikToks. We are the Basement Dorks. Y'all have an absolutely beautiful day.